Hey, you're now in the den with Dr. Jenn, a safe and fabulous place to explore female sexuality in a comprehensive manner and start thinking about sexuality outside the box. Have you ever noticed that desire, as compared to attachment, are difficult to sustain in the same relationship? Now, I'm talking about desire and passion, such as adventure, anxiety, excitement, novelty, and uncertainty, compared to attachment and love, meaning control, stability, and security. Now, we often strive to maintain both of these at the same time. But what's fascinating is that these are such conflicting emotions and states of being with their accompanying hormones that generally, physiologically, they cannot be sustained at the same time. Nonetheless, recently we've been hearing more about couples who have stability and love but not passion anymore. And somehow their relationships and sex lives get labeled as wrong. But researchers will show you that when the loss of self, when you merge with a partner, can equal the loss of passion. Romantic attraction versus long-term attachment. They operate in antagonistic ways and as conflicting internal demands. But if this isn't okay with you, what can you do? Well, first of all, make sure you're on the same page about some basic factors. Can you communicate with yourself and your partner about what desire means to you? What does great sex or great sex life look like to each of you? Since this naturally changes over time, check to see if you're still clinging to an ideal that's largely impossible at this point. And know that changes in sexual desire are completely normal with changes in time and age, which would better be called libido changes instead of labeling them dysfunctions. And so we have a special guest here today to talk about this, Spicy Suzy. Hey, Suzy. Now, okay, you were telling me earlier that you and your partner, Ted, have come up with some clever ways, definitely outside the box thinking, to keep the excitement alive in your relationship.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together so long, and it was just starting to get kind of boring. So we took things into our own hands.
What do you mean?
Well, we started getting creative, seeing how we could really bring excitement back into sex.
Well, can you be more specific? What's that look like?
We swing. Outdoor sex, threesomes, you know.
Well, no, why these things? I think these might freak out a lot of people.
Because of the riskiness of it, the adrenaline rush, the anxiety, the unexpectedness. It reminds us of when we were first dating. You know, things can get so same old. But when we're introducing new folks into the picture or taking it to a place where we could get caught, it's so hot.
So you're engaging in sexual situations that purposely stimulate the chemistry you experienced earlier on, but within the confines of a trusting relationship.
Yeah, I guess if you put it like that. I mean, we just think it's fun. And of course, as long as we're agreeing about what we're doing and talking about it and making sure we're on the same page, and of course, making sure we're both being safe around using protection.
Totally. But would you recommend this for other couples out there?
Not really. It certainly goes against the grain and morality of monogamy. I mean, if you're a jealous person, it will eat you alive. But some of us can handle it and enjoy the thrill.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, this actually reminds me of that time at band camp with my first boyfriend.
Masturbate for 189 points.
Well, I guess we know what you're doing tonight. Oh, God, not that time. Well, Thank you so much for visiting, Suzy. You certainly gave us a different perspective than we usually hear, and some interesting food for thought.
Oh, yeah, food's a good idea too.
Sexual fun fact number 170. What is the most accurate predictor of relationship longevity? And this is a multiple choice question for you. A, sensitive and responsive care. B, sexual attraction. C, similar backgrounds. Or D, having children together. A, sensitive and responsive care. So it's emotionally taking care of each other. The Den recommend. Here's an activity to try, alone or with a partner, if you would like to tap into lust and desire more in the midst of the comfort and predictability of a loving relationship. Create a wheel of desire. Draw a circle and divide up the pie according to what activities and what percentages you'd like to have in your sexual encounters. Kissing, breast nibbling, anal play, role playing, dressing up, dirty talking, just spooning for intimacy. See how you and your partner match up on your wheels. See where there is a discrepancy and where you overlap. This is a great starting point to learn more about yourself and your partner and help ensure that you're on the same page and open the door to a more satisfying sexual life. What's that word? For those times when things get boring at a party or with your coworkers, you can whip out this word and quiz the group to see who knows it. The word is masturbilia. What's that word mean? Well, you may be able to figure this out. Master, referring to masturbation, and bilia, referring to memorabilia. So it's objects that are used while masturbating to remind you of someone else who you're fantasizing about, such as using a photo or a piece of clothing. So if you have any ideas about what you'd like to put into your wheel of desire and you want to share them with me, feel free to visit me at DrJennsDen.com or ZipZapToys.com or email me at Jennifer@DrJennsDen.com. So know that it's okay and normal to experience desire discrepancy. And be kind to yourself.
I see a silhouette of a man. Got the moosh, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening indeed.
Galileo,
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 Figaro, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity.